Hello students, welcome to Notebook. In this video lesson, we will learn about the political transition of Jawaharlal Nehru's death. We will also learn about the Congress reign under the policies and ideological leadership of Indira Gandhi and the party's consequent split. Let us now begin. Jawaharlal Nehru passed away on 27th May 1964. The natural question that follows was, who would lead independent India after Nehru? The other issue that arose was whether India's experiment with democracy would survive after Jawaharlal Nehru. The 1960s were dubbed the dangerous decade due to the unsolved problems of poverty, inequality, and communal divides. Consequently, there were fears if the new leadership would be able to tackle these problems without affecting national unity and democracy. Thankfully, the crisis was averted. After Nehru's death, then President of Congress K. Kamaraj consulted the party leaders and Congress members of Parliament. The decision was unanimous. Lal Bahadur Shastri was the chosen leader of the Congress Parliamentary Party. He became the Prime Minister. Lal Bahadur Shastri hailed from Uttar Pradesh. He had been a minister in Nehru's cabinet and was known for his simplicity and principles. He even resigned from his position as railway minister, taking moral responsibility of the railway accident in November 1956. During the Bahadur Shastri Prime Ministership from 1964 to 1966, the country faced several challenges. India's war with China had left it in an economic crisis. Failed monsoons, severe drought, and the food crisis added to the problems. The country had also faced a war with Pakistan in 1965, as discussed in the previous chapter. Under Shastri, the slogan Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan symbolized the country's commitment to solve the crisis. Bahadur Shastri signed the Tashkent Agreement with Muhammad Ayub Khan on 10th January 1966. It was signed in Tashkent, USSR, which is presently the capital of Uzbekistan. The agreement officially symbolized the end of war. However, Shastri passed away in the early hours of 11th January 1966 under suspicious circumstances. His body arrived in Delhi hours after his death. He was succeeded by Gulzarilal Nanda as interim Prime Minister. The question of political succession thus plagued the Congress party once again. This time the choice was between Indira Gandhi and Morarji Desai. Desai had served as the Chief Minister of the Bombay state and as the minister in the centre. Indira Gandhi was relatively inexperienced, having served only as Congress President and as a Minister of Information in Shastri's cabinet. However, senior leaders of the Congress supported Indira Gandhi over Morarji Desai. In a secret ballot, the Congress MPs, Indira Gandhi, garnered more than 2/3 of the votes. Thus, despite contention for leadership, a peaceful transition led to Indira Gandhi securing the position of Prime Ministership. After becoming Prime Minister, Indira Gandhi had to lead the party in the Lok Sabha election the following year. Thus, she led the 4th general elections amid economic crises and political upheaval. The years following independence witnessed Congress domination in the political arena. However, this went under significant change during 1967 elections. The country had undergone several major changes in the previous 2 decades. The death of Nehru and Shastri in quick succession had affected the country. This period also faced an economic crisis, resulting from the failure of monsoons, drought, inadequate harvest. This in turn led to food shortages, depletion of foreign exchange reserves, lowered industrial production and exports, along with increased military expenses led to inadequate economic development. The Indira Gandhi administration also took the decision of devaluing the Indian rupee. This was seen as an effect of the political pressure from the US. Prior to this, a dollar could be purchased for less than rupees 5. Post-devaluation, $1 cost more than rupees 7. This situation led to a rise in the prices of commodities. People protested against the rise in prices of essential goods, scarcity of food, and unemployment. This resulted in frequent bandhs and hartals. Unfortunately, the government saw the expression of dissent as a law and order situation and not as an expression of the citizens' real predicaments. This further aggravated public unrest. The communist and socialist parties led struggles demanding greater equality. This period not only witnessed armed agrarian movements and the farmer-led agitations, it also witnessed some of the most devastating Hindu-Muslim riots. Opposition parties capitalized on these situations of public unrest and organized public protests. Opposition parties soon realized that the division of votes among them kept the Congress in power. Thus, in some states, parties with disparate ideologies collaborated to form anti-Congress fronts. In some other states, they entered into electoral adjustments of sharing seats. The opposition wanted to take advantage of factionalism within the Congress and Indira Gandhi's relative political inexperience. Ram Manohar Lohia named this strategy non-congressionism. Against this backdrop of popular discontent and political polarization, the fourth general elections took place. The result? A political earthquake, when nearly half the ministers of Indira Gandhi's cabinet were defeated. Even with the lowest tally of seats since 1952, the Congress garnered a majority in the Lok Sabha. Nonetheless, stalwarts like K. Kamaraj, S.K. Patil, Atulya Ghosh and K.B. Sahai lost their constituencies in Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, West Bengal and Bihar respectively. The Congress lost majority in 7 states. In 2 states, defection prevented the formation of government. The 9 states were Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Orissa, Kerala and Madras, present-day Tamil Nadu. In Madras or present-day Tamil Nadu, the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam (DMK) came to power after securing a clear majority. The DMK won after a popular protest against the imposition of Hindi as the official language by the centre. Since no party apart from the DMK in Madras obtained a clear majority, coalition governments were formed by non-Congress parties in the 8 other states. These parties formed joint legislative parties known as the Samyukta Vindhayak Dal (SVD). However, most of these parties were ideologically incompatible. For example, in Bihar, the SVD government was formed by the Socialist Party SSP and PSP along with the CPI left wing and the Jana Sangh right wing. In Punjab, Popular United Front comprised 2 Akali parties, Sant Group and Master Group. It also comprised the CPI, the CPIM, the SSP, the Republican Party and the Bharatiya Jana Sangh. After the 1967 general elections, the element of defection often played a decisive role in making or breaking governments on the state level. When an elected representative leaves a party he or she won the election for and joins another party, it is known as defection. In the 1967 elections, Congress legislators had a crucial role in establishing non-Congress governments in Haryana, Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. The continuous defections and shifting loyalties later led to the amendment of the constitution disallowing defections. With that, we come to the end of this video lesson. Here's Team Notebook bidding you a warm goodbye. See you soon.